What's up, y'all? Peace and love. You already know who it is. King of Higher Self, aka Aladdin. Hey, I'm here to expose the hell we live, or bring heaven on earth by exposing the hell we already live in. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you watch this video, I appreciate you. Let me do a few shout outs. I want to give a shout out to my boy Sir Drop. Shout out to my boy Huey P. Definitely Huey P, because they be hating on my niggas craft of the spell, but I'm about to expose some spells. So shout out to Huey. Shout out to Bro Sanchez as always, and shout out to my guy Zachary, who breaks down gematria a lot. Want to give them all the shout out. Y'all subscribe to their channels, man, for sure. First off, let's talk about this Donald Trump catching the coronavirus, right? That is another ritual right in front of your face. Donald Trump caught the coronavirus, or said he caught the coronavirus either last night, which is October 1st, / this rising October 2nd. So that's the 10th month, day 1, the 10th month, day 2. Now, that's 100. Let me just say this too. Donald Trump is a Gemini. Remember what I'm saying. That's an air sign and it's ruled by Mercury. So we gonna put that foundation on there. And it's 110 days after his birthday that he supposedly caught the coronavirus. Now 101 equals social distancing. In gematria, I want to say that when you do it in reverse, when you do the gematria in reverse, it's 101. Like I said, 110 days after his birthday, that's 110. So the ones and the 0, which is the when you go into numerology, it's the 2. No matter how you add it up, from 101 or 110, that's 2 when you simplify it in numerology. But yeah, social distancing is 101. There's a few other things that's 101. I'm having a brain fart right now, but it's also a thing about with the 102 or 201. Like event 201 was the simulation around this time in October last year that Bill Gates had, looking for a virus for basically a pandemic situation. Like, what would we do? And they had a whole bunch of different corporations involved in that. Like the owner of Johnson & Johnson was involved. Bill Gates and his wife was involved. A few other businesses. The World Economic Forum was involved. The World Economic Forum is in Switzerland. Now, I don't know if y'all heard me in one of my videos before. In January, I want to say January 21st. Yeah, January 21st, Donald Trump signed a stimulus check for $6.2 trillion with the World Economic Forum in Switzerland. And that was before coronavirus even came to America or spread it, as they supposedly say. So now this guy says he got the he got the virus. Now this is all a ritual. Y'all gotta understand this. This is all ritual. Yesterday, October 1st, 2020, was a full moon. Full moon is when you release, because the moon is reflecting back to you. When you see a full moon, it's like you look at it and it's reflecting back. So you can release a lot of things. Now, I feel like I know, and I feel because of my intuition. So intuition's a knowing feeling. I know that it's a ritual due to the fact that that's what it's always been during full moons, new moons, all moon phases. Now, we was going through a transition of not really giving a fuck about the coronavirus. Everything's starting to open back up. You know what I mean? Everything. Florida done open up their whole state. Now, since they're doing the ritual, they gotta bring you back. And why not use Donald Trump? Why not use the president? Why, with the biggest face on the earth right now? Why not use him? They running out of time. They see this shit's not affecting nobody. Now, 102 also correlates. Goddamn, man. See, sometimes you gotta write this shit down because I forget. But 102 also correlates with oh yeah, now there we go. Wuhan, China. Wuhan, China is where the coronavirus supposedly happened. Now, 101/102, we have this the president catching the coronavirus. So 101 was the 10 on the first date. October 10th was when they say he caught the virus, right? And his birthday was 110 days ago from October 10th, or October 1st, excuse me. Now, these is how they use the rituals. They use the times and dates. Now, let me add some of that astrology. That's enough of the gematria. Let me add some astrology, because the astrology is going to even break it down colder. So the moon was in Aries also last night. It was in full moon in Aries. And Aries is war, but Aries is also, Mars is also in retrograde in Aries. And Mars is war as well. The first house, which is Aries, and Mars, which is rules the first house, and Aries, which is in the first house, is all about self, and it has that warlike energy, just like Ares, the god in Greek mythology. Ares is the god of war. So now they're using the ritual of Donald Trump, who is basically in a war right now, aka a debate, with a Scorpio, which is Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a Scorpio, and Scorpio is ruled by Mars, which is even more interesting, because now we have somebody with the energy of Mars in a debate against a Gemini, which has just all been a Gemini year. From the social distancing, the Gemini is the communicator of the zodiacs. They're very good with their words. They're clever. They're two-sided. They know how to look at it both ways. They're childlike. That's why a lot of people be like, Donald Trump's childlike. But the thing is, Mercury's finna go into retrograde. Mercury is what rules Gemini. So Mars and Mercury's finna be in retrograde at the same time during this political debate, aka war. That's really just an illusion. And so now they use that Aries energy to create a ritual during the debate by saying that Donald Trump has the coronavirus. And what y'all gotta understand, this is what they do. This is how they use this shit against us. Excuse me. Let me drink some of this tea. This is what they do. So what you gotta do is understand these things. See, like last night, bro, I was doing my own ritual. I was in my own witchcraft. I knew the moon was in a full state. I knew I had to release some things for myself. If you don't tap into that, what they'll do is use that. They'll do illusions and rituals on your ass, and then you'll get caught up in it. And they're very clever at it. This is that occult knowledge. That's why you got to study these numerology, gematria, and astrology, because that's what they use against you instead of you using it for yourself. Like I said, we got to start creating order in their chaos instead of letting them create order out of their chaos. And then once we create order in our chaos, there won't be no motherfucking chaos. But yeah, man, so Mercury is finna go into retrograde in October, I want to say October 14th. And Mars is going to still be in retrograde till like November 14th. So we got a Mercury sign Gemini president in Donald Trump, and a Mars sign Scorpio post-president, wannabe president in Joe Biden. And they're going into war while Mars and Mercury's in retrograde during when Aries is the home of the Mercury Mars retrograde right now. So it's all a spell, bro. You gotta tap in and know these rituals and shit they put in front of you. If not, all they gonna do is just use that shit against you. Like I said, I wasn't on no TV. I wasn't doing shit. I did a whole ritual to myself, man. I released some shit. I did a meditation, and it was great. I woke up to this shit like, wow. Like I said, shout out to Sir Drop, because I seen this video. I'm like, damn, this nigga saying he got the coronavirus, and the coronavirus equals 56. You know what I mean? 56 is also 1-1, which is the 2 energy as well. So the numbers you want to look out for is 56, because coronavirus equals 56, Wuhan equals 56, a few other things. I'm just going off the dome right now. But a lot of these things equal 56. So you want to look out for that energy, and you want to look out for the 56, the 101s, the 102s, the 47, because Donald Trump equals 47. You know what I mean? You just got to tap into this shit, bro. You got to tap into this shit. So it's all a ritual. Learn these rituals. It's all the ritual. That shit, he don't got the virus, bro. They're using him. He's a sacrifice too. That's what you gotta understand. He's more than likely sacrificing himself just so he can probably become president. Because 9 times out of 10, I think he's gonna be the president. I'll be shocked if Joe Biden becomes the president. I just think they're just using. They just got a good candidate to create an illusion of entertainment that's blinding people. You know what I mean? A lot of people like Joe Biden, but a lot of people like Donald Trump. I don't really give a fuck. Fuck all them. But anyway, man, that's just a quick video. Understand these rituals. Like I said, just to do a quick summary, Donald Trump is a Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Joe Biden is a Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars. Mars is in retrograde, which is in Aries right now. Aries and Mars are known for like warlike energy, and we're in the debate system of warlike. And the moon was in Aries last night, and as you know, witches use the moon to create spells and rituals, and they used that perfectly at good timing. It was a perfect time to do such a thing. And Donald Trump decided to be that guy. Plus, like I said, if 2020 is a Gemini number, 2020, the lungs is your respiratory system. These 2 lungs is your respiratory system. And in that respiratory system is your throat chakra. Throat chakra is the element of air, which is Gemini. The lungs is Gemini. And then social distancing, like I said, Gemini is the communication zodiac. So they don't want us to communicate. They want us isolated. And that's where we at now. They use all this shit, even from the George Floyd incident. You know, saying that Stephon Jackson was his twin in Minneapolis with the Twin Cities. You know what I'm saying? That's Gemini energy. They've been using Gemini rituals all on us. Because like I said, it's that Gemini year, a twin number, 2020.